What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, I need you to like, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, reclaim your throne.
Raspa Beats. So this is love. So this is love.
So guys, today we got to talk about Brittany Renner, man. So she, as you can see in the clips before, she went to her homecoming, her alma mater at Jackson State University in Mississippi. And, you know, she did a few things that were very peculiar. She goes out there and she posts a tweet or a selfie or whatever, and it says, "Hey, Jackson State, hide your sons." Now, as you can see, you know, Brittany Renner has a history of dealing with a whole bunch of dudes in the industry, whatever. Yeah, I mean, that's already known. That's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the double standard that it is for, you know, women dealing with younger men, okay? Because we've seen this situation happen on multiple occasions, especially like with the Anna Montanas of the world, dealing with LaMelo Ball. We got Brittany Renner dealing with PJ Washington, you know, and now she is basically hinting at her going back to Jackson State and dealing with a young athlete there. And just to let you know the age range of these athletes, they're between the ages of 18 and 21, 22, okay? She's almost a 30-year-old woman. So a lot of women have a problem with, you know, these older men dealing with younger women. But when the roles are reversed, as you can see, there's no outrage from the woman, right? Because they only will speak about the double standards that seemingly hinder them, okay? And I'm not even knocking Brittany Renner for going back to the college she graduated from for homecoming. To me, that's not the problem. The problem lies where she starts implying that she is going to try and deal with one of these young men. Now, obviously, I mean, if I was that age and she was trying to holler at me, I'm definitely clapping the cheeks. But I'm wearing protection, okay? So, as you guys gotta know, like, Shorty is all the way out of bounds. She's embracing the Tatiana culture. And honestly, it's pretty embarrassing for PJ Washington and his kid. That's really the worst part about it. Because his kid is gonna look back and one day he's gonna be an athlete too. And there's gonna be some woman who's gonna be predatory against him. And Brittany Renner, I don't know how she'll feel about that, but imagine if your child was in that situation. They've had a son, right? And once he gets older, in about 20 years, I guarantee he's going to be a very athletic kid, especially if he takes from PJ Washington's genes, right? So he's going to be a big kid. And he's going to be on these college campuses, you know, most likely on a D1 campus. And there are going to be women trying to take advantage of his abilities, his talent, his limelight, his status and whatnot. So I wonder how Brittany Renner would feel if, when her child is grown, if there was a woman her age, 29, 30 years old, trying to have a baby by your kid. I mean, what is she gonna teach that child? And I think that's the real problem. I think that's the angle that nobody else except Reclaim Your Throne has spoken on, okay? Because nobody's talking about how that kid is going to be growing up and affected, all right? They're not. Because honestly, she really doesn't care, right? Yeah, she's gonna take care of the child and do that all what she needs, right? She has the funds, she has the resources. But who says she's not gonna resent that child? Who says she's not gonna practice parental alienation? Who says that she's not going to psychologically damage that child from the actions that she's doing right now? That's why I'm saying a lot of these parents nowadays are least responsible, okay? They're not responsible, and that is why we're seeing a lot of these kids go off the rail and have issues. I've worked in the elementary schools. I know these kids and I know their parents, okay? And a lot of times you can see the behavioral differences from a kid whose mom comes in, some covered up jeans and, a t-shirt or something like that, from a kid's mom who's coming in like some tights and a crop top. You can see the behavioral differences, okay? You really can. And I'm not saying that a woman if she got kids, she can't be out here looking good, but it's about how you represent your children, okay? And I feel like that's not what she's not thinking about that at all. And a lot of women make this mistake because she actually grew up in a single mom household, and her mom is white. And I don't think people are putting these links together like I am. Her mama was white. They had a friendly situation, right? They were like best friends or whatnot. But you can tell that it's an unhealthy situation when you're trying to be best friends with your parent. And I don't think that women really get this, that they're not going to be able to do that same, they're not going to have that same relationship dynamic that they had with their mothers, with their sons, okay? Because the situation is totally different. Like, your son is going to be upset that you embarrassed him, okay? Your son's going to be upset when he has to, look back and his friends are saying, hey, your mom coming to our homecoming, you know what I'm saying? And then the sad part is those guys are actually going to have a shot at dealing with his mom, his teammates, his friends, so obviously what she did and what she's doing is highly inappropriate, and she doesn't care. She's going to embrace it, which is cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give advice to all my young athletes who are dealing with these types of women. For one, I always told y'all, make sure y'all wrap up. For two, have evidence that shorty was really trying to deal with you on a strong suit. So text messages, whatever, if you videotape your, inner workings, do whatever you got to do to make sure that you can prove that it was consensual, okay? Because a lot of times these women will come back and be like, oh, well, I wasn't in my right mind. You saw her at the club. She was doing the knees like Megan. I was drunk at the club and dancing. He slapped my booty and then, you know what I mean? Like, things escalated. You never know. So I'm telling my guys, protect yourself. And three, bro, don't be trying to deal with these women in like a long-term relationship, especially when she's on demon time, like a Brittany Renner, okay? Don't be trying to deal with her on a long-term basis, right? Because all you're gonna do is cause torment for yourself. Look at PJ Washington. He's younger than her. He has a lot more life to live than her, but he squandered an opportunity, and they did have, a beautiful baby boy from it. So you can say that's a blessing, definitely, but she's going to be collecting child support from him, okay? And then she might not even let him see the kid. Like, where is the kid now? Did she just leave the kid with grandma and him and go party at Jackson State? Because PJ Washington, the NBA season just started. So he's out here playing ball, you know? And if grandma ended up raising a Brittany who's embracing the thought culture, what is she doing to that baby boy? Okay? What type of resentment do they have to PJ Washington? And how are they relating their own resentment to that baby boy? Okay? Because these kids are like sponges, man. And he's gonna see all of this. So even if she archives it or deletes it off of Instagram. Okay? So anyways, man, that's my 2 cents. You already know what it is. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Till next time.
Raspa Beats.